period of the particle executing simple harmonic motion is 8 seconds. At time is equal to 0, it is at the mean position. So this is where it starts from. So I can write my motion like this. I will say time. Then here I'll have the position. Now remember, simple harmonic motion is the back and forth kind of a motion. So at time is equal to 0 seconds. Like we said, it's at the mean position. So it's at the mean position like this. And the distance there is 0, or the position. Then, since the period is 8, it means that for each to come back to that position, it should take 8 seconds. So this means that in the second, it will be at the positive extreme position, which is A+. Then, after another 2 seconds, it will come back to the mean position. So now we're at second number 4. So it's back at the mean. Then after 6 seconds, it will go to the extreme negative. And lastly, after 8 seconds, it will come back to the mean position at 0. So think of it like this. The point at the center here, this is x is equals to 0. Think of this as the mean position. Then the point on the far end, this is the extreme A+. A+ to mean the positive amplitude, and this side is the extreme position as well. Then this is the negative amplitude, like this. So this motion starts from mean 0. After 2 seconds, it's at the extreme positive. After 2 seconds, it's at mean 0. Then again, it goes back. So it moves like this. From this position, it goes here. Then it goes back to the negative. Then it comes back here to the mean. That completes a cycle, and the time it takes to do that is 8. So that's why we're saying that total time there is 8, of which that's our period. So we know that our period is 8. So let's find our omega. So using the formula, x is equals to a sine omega t, we can simply say omega is found by the formula 2 pi over t. Now our period is 8, so this is 2 pi over 8. So if I reduce this, omega will be equals to pi over 4 radians per second. So now let's answer our first question, part A. It says, compare the distances traveled in the first 4 seconds and in the next 4 seconds. So in the first 4 seconds, that's from 0 to 4. That's the first 4 seconds. What happened in the first 4 seconds? We moved from here to here. So the distance that was covered, allow me to just bring back that diagram that I drew here. We said this is extreme negative, A minus. This is extreme positive, A plus. Then here we have 0. So in the first 4 seconds, you went from mean position to extreme, then back to mean. So this means that the motion that was taken there was from the mean to here, then back to here. So that is A plus A. So this gives us a distance covered to be 2A. Then in the next 4 seconds, that is from the 4th second to the 8th second. So from the 4th second to the 8th second, we'll say at the 4th second, it's at the mean position. So it moves from here to here, A, then from this to this, another A. So that also gives us 2A. So the question just said compare the distances. So clearly you can see that the distances in the first 4 seconds and in the next 4 seconds are the same. How about part B? Now part B says the first 2 seconds and the next 2 seconds. So that is from 0 to 2 seconds. So what happens from 0 to 2 seconds? Let me just show you on the diagram. Let's just remove all this. So in the first 2 seconds, let me put this line here. it moves from the mean to the extreme only. Remember, in the first 2 seconds, this is what we mean. So from the mean to the extreme, what's the distance covered? A. Then in the next 2 seconds again, it moves from the extreme to the mean. So from here to here, what's the distance covered? Another A. So from 2 seconds to 4 seconds, the distance covered there is also A. So if I compare the two, we can clearly see that the distance is the same as well. So part C says the first second and the second second. So now for this one, we're talking about a particular position. So since we're talking about a particular position, we're going to use the formula we've been given right here, which is xt is equals to A sine omega t. So now, using this formula, let's find the two positions. First of all, let's compare them with when time is 0. So x 0, like this will give us A sine omega times t, which is 0. So we get this, hence that will give us 0. So x 0, the position at time 0 is 0 meters. Then next, let's find when time is 1. So that will be x1. I'll just substitute in my formula there. This will give us A sine. Now remember our omega is pi over 4. So that will be pi over 4 and time is 1. So we'll have something like this. So x1 will be equals to sine pi over 4 is simply root 2 over 2, or simply 1 over root 2. So that will be A multiplied by 1 over root 2, giving us A over root 2. And the last one is when time is 2 seconds, at the second second. So this will be A sine, then we have omega. Now we have omega already. The value of omega is pi over 4. So open bracket, pi over 4. And time is 2 in this case. So this will give us A sine pi over 2. If we reduce it, and this gives us A, just A, like that. So now we have 3 expressions in this case. We have this one here when time is 0. We have this one here when time is 1. And we have this one when time is 2. So I'll say distance 1, write it like this, distance 1. This is from 0 to 1. So from 0 to 1, that is A over root 2 minus 0. This will just give us A over root 2. Distance 2 is from 1 to 2. So distance 2 will be A. So in case you are lost, what we're doing is this. We're saying for the first distance, for the first second, we're saying this distance minus this one. For the next one, we're saying this distance minus this one. So that will be A minus A over root 2. So these are the two expressions for distance that we are comparing, because everything we're doing is just a comparison between the two. So if we are to compare these two, we'll simply say distance of the first, which is d1, over distance of the second, which is d2. So distance of the first is A over root 2. Now for this one, d2, let's subtract these two fractions. So our LCM here is root 2. So 1 there is A root 2 minus A. And this gives us root 2 minus 1 if we factor out the A like that. This is over root 2. So this distance 2 is the one that we divide here. So divided by root 2 minus 1 a over the root of 2. So d1 over d2. Now we are dividing, so we can reciprocate to what we have, meaning that what we'll get will be a over root 2 multiplied by root 2 divided by root 2 minus 1. Then this is multiplying with the a. So clearly you can see that the a cancels the a. So what we remain with here is d1 over d2 is equals to, the root 2 also cancels. This cancels this, and we only remain with 1 divided by root 2 minus 1, like this. So if we are to rationalize what we have, let's see what we obtain. Let's write this properly. So the rationalization will work like this. We'll just find the conjugate, which is root 2 plus 1, again root 2 plus 1. So this means that d1, d2 is equals to root 2 plus 1 over 2 minus 1. If we go ahead and multiply the two brackets that we have in the denominator, it will just reduce to 2 minus 1. So if that's the case, this means that we have d1 over d2 is equals to root 2 plus 1. Now, we are looking for the comparison between the two. So in other words, we're looking for the ratio between the two. So the ratio between the two is that one distance will have root 2 plus 1. This is to the ratio 1. Like this, because you can say this is over 1. So that's the ratio we're talking about. So there we have it.